an Ulta coupon, and sometimes I just let a lot of those go because I just don't have anything that I want to buy. I've been trying to use up a lot of my products, as you guys have been watching, but there are some things that I did need to get, like stuff that I use, and you'll just see in the video. But the first products I'm going to show you are my Ulta products, and then I'm going to show you everything that I got from MAC. So here is my Ulta bag, and the coupon that I had, you could even use it for prestige makeup products, which it's not usually the case for those, and also fragrances, which was awesome. So I did pick up a fragrance, and this one is called Black Opium by YSL, and I've talked about wanting to get this before. It smells so good. It smells very similar to all of the perfumes and fragrances that I already have. This is what the bottle looks like. This is the 1.6 fluid ounces, and I didn't want to get too big of a bottle just because I have other perfumes that I like using, and they just take me forever to get through. But it smells so good. It reminds me a lot of, let's see, this one right here called Flower Bomb. They have very similar notes. This one does have like coffee notes in it, which is supposed to be like the big seller for this perfume, but it smells so good and I just love it. I love that if you know what Flower Bomb smells like, it's in that same kind of like family. So it just smells amazing. And I love that. The next product, I've also talked about wanting to pick this up too, and this is the Real Techniques complexion sponges, and I used it today, so I got to kind of try it out. This is awesome. Like, it's so much softer than my MAC sponge, and I'm pretty sure that this MAC sponge is like done for because it's like really hard, and I've washed it so many times, I've used it so many times. It's actually quite a big difference. This one feels so soft, and I'll kind of show you what it looks like if I can get this out. Okay, so it's still damp from me using it this morning, but it grows quite a bit. So this is the one that hasn't been used, and this is the one that I used this morning. It's kind of, well, it doubles in size. So, and it's really soft. I like that it has like a pointed tip, and then also it has this flat tip so that you can really get underneath your eyes or around your nose or wherever. But it worked great this morning. I love it. I love how it's just super soft, and I was excited to try that. So that's another thing that I got. The next thing I got is the Clarisonic replacement brush head, and I actually only meant to get one replacement head, but this is a 2-pack. And the last product from Ulta is the St. Moritz Instant Self Tanning Mousse in the shade Dark, and I've actually heard that this is a dupe for Saint Tropez, so I'm going to use it a few more times to see. This is so much less expensive. It's like $12.99, and it was actually buy one get one 50% off, so I got 2. I used it last night, and I feel like it's a pretty good shade. Like, when it came out, it doesn't look like Saint Tropez. Saint Tropez has like a green tint to it. This did not have a green tint. It was more of a pink tint, and I was so afraid that I was going to be orange, but it actually turned out really well. As you can see, it's a really nice shade. It's very yellow toned, which I was really surprised about. I thought I was going to be orange. So I love it so far. It went on really nicely. I don't have any splotchiness or it just looks really even. So I am very impressed so far. I'm going to use it a few more times before I give you like my final thoughts on this, but it is pretty good so far. Okay, that's everything for Ulta. Now I'm going to move on to MAC. I'm a MAC lover. You guys know this. I love MAC makeup products, and I love going to the MAC store in Portland on Northwest 23rd. It's like so cool over there. They have so many different shops, and it's just a different feeling. It's like what you think of Portland, that's 23rd. It's really cool over there. So I like going over there. Parking is terrible. I have to circle around the block like a million times to find a parking space, but I did end up parking right in front and went in and got my stuff, and then I came home. So I will start with, let's see, this is a repurchase, and this is the Pro Longwear Concealer. I'm almost out of this. I have like a tiny bit left in the bottom, and this is in NC20. This is what I use for underneath my eyes and kind of to highlight my face. When I get a little bit lighter, I use NC20 and I mix it with like NW15, and then it's like the perfect shade. But right now I'm pretty good with the NC20, so I needed to pick up another one of those. I also had 12 Back to MAC products, so I got to pick out 2 lipsticks, and I will show you those. The first one is called Honey Love, and this is like a really nice nude. So that's what it looks like. I was wearing this in my last video, I think, but it's really pretty. It's kind of like a darker nude, and when I got it and I put it on in the car, because when I get my stuff I always have to play with it when I get in the car, I was like, oh my gosh, I think I have this. But the shade that I was thinking it was is Kind of Sexy, and they're very, very similar, except for this one's just a tad bit lighter and more nude. Kind of Sexy is a little bit warmer, I would say, but they're very similar. This one's just a little bit lighter. So that was one. I also had to replenish Please Me. I've been out of that lipstick for a few weeks now, and it's just not the same. But that's what that one looks like. You guys have seen me wear that a million times. This is like my holy grail go-to everyday lipstick. I also picked up a lip liner that is, I got this to use with Please Me. I kind of like to try different lip liners out, but this is called Edge to Edge, and it is very, very similar. It's just a tiny bit darker than the Please Me, but it's so pretty. Just a really nice, gorgeous pink. I love it. I love pink lipsticks. I just think that they're very flattering with my skin tone. And then I also picked up a Studio Chromographic pencil. This is like a multi-use pencil. It's in the shade NC15 and to Splash NW20. But I just like to put this in my waterline, and I've been using it for the past couple of days, and I think it stays really well. It's a really nice shade. I'm using, or have been using, the Rimmel pencil, the nude, I believe, and this one's just like a tad bit lighter. It almost looks like the exact same color of my skin, but it just really brightens. It's a little bit whiter than the Rimmel one, so I think it brightens just a little bit more without being white. So I love that. And then the last thing I picked up from MAC is this blush in Well Dressed. And I already have one, but I hit pan on it and I'm trying to use it up, but I wanted to have a backup because I just love this color. It's so pretty. It looks, I'm wearing it today, and it looks a little bit warmer on my skin than it does in the pan, but it's just such a beautiful blush. I just couldn't think of going without this in my collection, so I just picked one of those up while I was over there. So that is it for my haul. Thank you guys for sticking around until the end. I hope you guys all have a very Merry Christmas. Don't forget to work out if you eat too many sweets. I'm going to be doing that today because already today I have went crazy. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.